In this video, I want to show you 3 must-know advanced techniques in Conflict of Nations World War III. Maybe you already know these. I've been playing this for a month, and this is information that I picked up along the way. So if you're new, or maybe you just don't know these yet, I really think these are fundamental to improving your gameplay. I have a few clips, so I'm just going to let those guide me as I speak. So for this first clip, let's see what we got. So the concept I'm trying to cover here is how to move your units with more accuracy around the map. So the hotkey to do this is Control. When you hold Control, that allows you to move with more accuracy around the map. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to move my unit around Louisiana. Louisiana has very small provinces, and you can see the cursor snapping. But when I hold Control, I can move all in between these provinces without a problem. When you're not using Control, sometimes it snaps straight from one province to the next one, and sometimes you don't want to do that. You want to be in between two provinces, so that's how you do it. One practical application would be when attacking Rimouski in Battlegrounds USA. So I have an artillery unit that I want to use to clear out Rimouski. I'm going to put it on one side of the river, but I need vision, so I need to send this recon unit to Rimouski. But as you can see, the moment I try to disembark, it'll try to send me into the middle of the city. So what I have to do is I have to hold Control, and that will allow me to disembark and stay right near the port. So I don't have to fight anybody who's in the middle of Rimouski. Usually when players have their units on a city, they'll have it right in the middle. So I can disembark, spend the 2 hours it takes to disembark, but not actually engage the enemy, and my artillery can take it from there. So this is what it looks like about a day later. I have my artillery in place, I have my vision, and I took out all the units, so it's free to take over now. Nice and clean way to take territory. The next concept I want to talk about is using your split feature effectively to save all of your units. So the concept that we need to know beforehand is how units are lost in the game. So when you have a stack and the stack loses enough HP to lose one unit, it'll lose that unit. So I have a stack of 2. So that means when the stack gets to half HP, I'll lose one of my units. I don't want that to happen. So what I'll do is I'll split my stack. So I'm just controlling one unit now, and I'm trying to retreat. I'll retreat, and that'll make it lose the 10 to 20% HP. I don't know the exact value, but it'll lose a certain amount, and now it's less than half HP. But it gets away safe, and I still have the other unit. So I'll retreat the other unit now. That one loses some amount of HP, and as you can see, if you average the health values, if I had retreated both of them at the same time, I would have lost one of my units. So this is really important to conserve your unit count. It's a lot easier to heal up your units than it is to create new ones constantly. And the last concept that I want to cover is healing your ground units in a transport ship. In Conflict of Nations, all ships heal in coastal waters. So, big ships, small ships, submarines, even transport ships, they all heal if you place them in coastal waters. And you can use that to your advantage by placing injured ground units into a transport ship. So, as you can see, that I have a hospital, but it's kind of far away. So I don't want to send all my units there. I'll send the ones that really need it back, but not all of them need it. It's day 260800, and I have one unit that has 5.4 HP. It's not too bad. So I want to keep it, towards the front line. I'm trying to take over some territory. So I'll just have it in a transport ship, right? And about a day later, it's day 27, almost 0800, and it's gained about 2 HP. But notice that the total HP, the max HP, is 12 in a transport ship. So when it gets back on land, the cool thing about this is the 2 HP gets scaled back up. So if you have a unit with a huge amount of HP, the 2 HP gets scaled appropriately. So let's say you have a main battle tank with 48 HP. I know it never does have 48, but let's just say it does for the sake of math. It heals 2 HP, but scaled 4 times. By the time it gets back on land, it's as if you've been healing 8 HP per day. It's absolutely insane.